What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. Guys, in today's video, we want to talk about the reason why African women are choosing to go with Western men. Guys, let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we're family, right? Holla! Okay, so people, our beautiful African sisters are deciding that they no longer want to date African guys and they're preferring to go with European men. Now, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? The reason I'm asking is because there's a high surge in African guys going around dating or, well, being seen in public with European men. Now, where do you see this? Obviously, in the tourist friendly areas, right? And it's like most of the time, it's always your Portuguese men, your French men, your Greeks, your Middle Eastern, Italian, and they're getting the sisters. And to be honest, these men are coming and they're getting the finest African sisters there are. I'm not just talking about a plain girl next door type of African sister. Nah, no. I'm talking about a beauty queen type African sister. Because, like Eddie Griffin said, when a white man dates a black girl, he doesn't just get a sister. He gets a sister. You know the difference? A sister. The difference with black men dating white women is like they get a sister. 99.99% of all black men who date white women are white women that are on the heavier side, the more voluptuous, they have weight in all the places that don't need to have weight. You know what I mean? Plump and beautiful, but yeah, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, really, you know what I mean? You can see that it's, you know? But when a European dates a black sister, oh my goodness, those sisters are runway ready. That's all we have to say about it. Okay, so people, what is driving this trend? Now, one, everyone would say it's economics, it's money, it's the lifestyle, it's just that exotic factor. It's that it thing. Because normally when you date, but if you're a person of color and you date a white person, you are seen as, going up and above in life, in society. You know what I mean? But is this really true? So, upon my research, I asked this lady, I asked two ladies actually, why they prefer dating white men over black men. And they both gave me roundabout the same kind of answer basically. They said it comes down to two factors. One, it's the way that the white men treat ladies. They said no man on earth knows how to treat a woman like a white man does. Right? That's the first thing first. Secondly, they said it comes down to respect. They said white men are more tolerable and more patient and they fight back less. They're not so verbal and they don't have this rage like black African men do or African men do. And I found that to be astounding because it really hit home to say, like, are we real monsters? I mean, as African men, I mean, no, men of color, are we monsters? Are you telling us that we that bad? But then I did my research and looked into the whole GBV, and wow, wow, I was dumbfounded. And like, there's a high rate of femicide by black women being killed by their black partners, and that really took me aback. So now I see why a lot of girls are now dating white men. And that is our loss. I must tell you that, guys. So how are we going to compete with these European guys? Well, for one, we can't really. Because one, you've got to get your finances up. Two, you've got to change your personality, your behavior. You got to change your to be European, Eurocentric. That's the only other way. But then if you do that, are you going to be you? Are you going to be the same you that you've always been? No, you won't. So what do? Can't compete with them on their level now, can you? No, we can't. Guys, okay, guys, so next we're going to get into the pros of interracial dating, of these sisters going and leaving us alone, and then we'll see what we can come up with in the pro section about it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holla. Okay, so the pros of sisters dating European guys. One, it brings diversity into the family. Two, it brings diversity into the country. Three, we're breaking down racial barriers. What's that? That's three. Four, African sisters get an opportunity to go abroad if the budget allows, if the guy's family is also abroad and, they get to, they get to also travel. That's the basics. And, they get to increase the colored population, of course. I had to throw that in there. What I mean. Yeah, so that's the pros of that. And guys, please, we have to understand one thing, that tolerance and creating new behavioral patterns is all part of this whole interracial dating, guys. So I encourage it more than saying discouraging, because when we discourage interracial dating, we just reinforcing the stereotype of racism and tribalism and all these other negative isms. So we need to also have that mindset of being open-minded to dating outside our race groups. Do not be closed-minded and just think that I just want to date in my tribe. Dude, ladies, you can marry in your tribe. I'm not saying don't marry in your tribe, but before you marry and settle down, you got to try different menus. Then at least you know. Sometimes you just go straight and you settle down without even knowing other things. How would you know what you're missing out on? That's my whole point. That's my whole thing. Tell me if I'm right or wrong on this one, right? Yeah. Next, we get into the negatives, the cons of interracial dating and sisters leaving their brothers for Europeans. Damn. Okay, the cons of interracial dating. One thing I can say, guys, one thing that I can say that I can just talk about, that I've witnessed, that I've seen, that I've read about, is the only negative thing that I've seen is that the women get taken and then they're, well, not everyone, obviously, but there are cases where the white man has convinced the black lady to get into the porn industry. It's a financial thing that she agreed to. If that's how they make their money, then it's all good. But how does that look to the family of the girl? You understand what I mean? Case in point was Michael Jackson's sister Latoya, who had her white boyfriend, who then used it to get into the sex industry and all that. So that made world headlines everywhere. You know what I mean? And there's been a lot of similar cases like that. That's not to say that there are no black brothers that also convince our African sisters or force them into the sex industry. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different in the fact that these ones are being coerced into doing, like they're taken from other countries or other provinces, human trafficking by their own kind. But in this case, you're actually marrying or dating your boyfriend. Your husband is actually, talking you into doing. So that's the only negative stereotype, and then obviously there's a whole racist aspect, it will be like, oh, are you sure? Because he may love you, but his family may not like you. Then you're going to experience racism all on a whole level. So those are the two negatives that I can think about. But like I always say, guys, we cannot let negative things stop us from doing or trying to achieve what we want to achieve or trying new things. We've got to go through all the negatives. We've got to go through all the positives for us to experience life in its totality. That is my whole point. That's the negatives that I can think about. That's the cons. So guys, let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holla.